If you really do, don't be afraid, baby. Just ask me. You know I'm gonna give it to you. And oh, and I do declare I wanna see you with it. Stretch out your arms, little boy, you gonna get it. 'Cause I love you, cool.
Baby, baby, love you.
Ain't no doubt about it, baby, I love you. Hey. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, baby, I love you.
Woo!
Now, let me ask you. I want to know, like, your voice to me is like, since Tina Turner came out, there is nobody that gets that timbre and that power and like the rose in the fisted glove kind of power out there that you get. Like,
Thank you.
is that other than? And I can definitely hear some other jazz influences like from the way backs. And is that like, are you into that music? Is that like through your evolution? You come around?
I just grew up listening to a lot of different genres. So my first favorite as a toddler, a kid, I was into like classical music. So I just wanted everything classical all the time. And then my mom was always playing like Dinah Washington and Billie Holiday, and some Frank Sinatra. And then my mom was also into singer-songwriters like James Taylor, who I adored, and Carole King, who I adored. And then like some of my friends in school were turning me on to Aretha Franklin, and Etta James, of course, was, oh my God, blew my mind when I found her. And then like when I started singing really young in terms of like out in Hollywood, like trying to make connections and shit when I was 15. So people would give me like box sets on Robert Johnson, and people would give me stuff on Janis Joplin, and turning me on to like all these different singers, Otis Redding and stuff. And then like, but when I was like 10, I got really into Black Sabbath and Rush, a hugest Rush fan. And so there's just a big, like, my husband hates Rush, but there's just a big, and my brother was so into punk, and he was so into reggae. So he just gave me so much music on that. And yeah, and it just kind of, it's just so that, I think that's why I write all over the place, you know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of different influences, for sure, yeah. And Amy Winehouse, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was she not just the greatest thing ever? What the hell? And I remember, you guys, I tend to be pretty overly sensitive anyway, but when she died, I remember where I was. I was right in an island off of Norway, and my husband came in, he woke me up, and he said Amy Winehouse died, and I felt like my sister Sharon, who had passed away years ago, had died all over again. And I mourned it. I couldn't stop crying about it for months. And it's just like that poor, beautiful girl, and so many get taken out, by mental illness and drugs and alcohol. Shit, I was one of them, almost went out a couple times. So it's just, we're so blessed to be alive and in this room right now together and hanging out. We know we got a bed to go sleep in and food to eat. We're not all freaking fucked up on shit. So yeah, it's all good. It's good stuff.
Do you have any other questions for you guys? All right. Oh, we got one way over the back.
Hi. Love you. I train. Yeah, forever. Yeah, I got this guy. He's like, I love and adore him, named Bob Korf. Do you guys remember Jesus Christ Superstar?
Yes.
He was the original Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar all the way back, and just toured the world. And then when he hit about 30, he said, this business is not for me. I'd just rather teach and be with people and be like a real servant and help people and get people healthy in the mind and the spirit. So he's just great. I've been working with him since I was 16. He's awesome. Yeah.
One more over here.
Do you enjoy playing with Buddy Guy?
Yeah, well, I haven't gotten to play with him on a stage, but I did get to record a vocal on one of his tracks for his record. And then Jeff and I got to play for him at the Kennedy Center, and that was such a thrill. But I'll tell you the greatest thrill story I got with Buddy Guy. So we're doing this thing called Byron Bay Festival. Sometimes we do it in the summer in Australia. And it's a great place. The best part about it, I think, is the big-ass backstage where they've got all the dressing rooms for the artists, but all the top of the, so it's all separated by like curtains. So if people are like singing, you can hear them right next door to you, like, oh my God, is that, oh, and is that, and everybody's warming up. Well, someone comes up to me and they say, hey man, Buddy Guy wants to talk to you. I'm like, what? So I get to go back to his stage, and he's backstage, his dressing room, and he's got himself, what was that whiskey he likes to drink, a little cognac before he goes up. And so he said, offering me a little cognac. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I can't have that. And he's like, yeah, Bonnie Raitt's the same way, you know, she doesn't like to drink that stuff either, you know. But he was just talking to me about, like, at his age, you know, he can still drink a little, and it takes him a week to pack smokes. Just like little tidbits, like on things to like be a little healthier. And but he told me like stories of him and Etta James when they were just kids, and they were trying to find their way and get things going in their career, and just stuff like that. And that was the greatest highlight for me with him. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah.
Well, one more over here,
Yes.
and then we'll get started.
Who's someone you like to play with?
Well,
You
you
haven't
know,
got a
I
chance.
really wanted to, I would have, you know, gotten coffee for Leonard Cohen every day. You know, I wanted so much to be a fly on the wall in one of his studios or anything, you know. But Tom Waits, I've always wanted to do something with as well. Love. Yeah.
Leonard Cohen, Hallelujah. Oh my God.
my
that
God.
song slays you.
Oh my God, and Bird on the Wire, hello.
Oh.
I mean, just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It goes on. And I don't know if you got Popular Problems, that record he put out a few years back.
I don't have that one now.
It's great.
Yeah?
It is so good. Yeah. So
have to
killer.
check it out.
He just got better and better, I think.
He did.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks again. Can we give Beth a big round of applause?
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Your poster signed or your CD signed with Beth, and you know, if you haven't gotten it yet, you can pick up the CD in the front. Now available in the USA for the first time. And thanks again to Beth and to all you guys for coming down.
I don't want to bump you.
Tell you what, she was freaking amazing.